Yes, sir.
The little red lights flashing. I'm good, right? Does it show up there too?
Yes.
Good. Okay, so we're all being recorded. Don't say anything bad, okay? So, here we go. I'm going to take this off. Oh, I need, as soon as I pour that in there... thank you. Sonia has, as soon as I pour it in, you're going to push the, I think it's the on button, or start. Oh, you're right, start. Why don't you practice once? Press, yep, that does it. Stop, and then reset. You got it. Okay, we won't need the reset anyway. You're just going to press the start button as soon as I add this to there, right? Okay, is it still in the screen? We can still see it up there?
Yes.
Right, here we go. Okay, so you can see the reaction occurring in here. And look at the mass.
The bush, the gas. You didn't put it all in.
True, but does that matter?
Yes. It matters to me.
I believe you.
Because what's most important is what's at your heart.
Okay, so let me ask you this. The term rate, anytime I measure a rate, what is one of the measurements I have to take? Time. Everything having to do with a rate involves time. And so I have my time measurement there on the stopwatch. I have my mass, right, measurement. I mean, I could have left it not zero and we'd had to done some math, some subtraction to figure out how much mass is lost. But by zeroing it out, I skip that whole having to do the math step, right? And so we can watch the mass change over time. Record it with our video. And go back later and frame by frame.
So can you drink that? Sure. You can.
Up to you.
Anybody making any qualitative observations?
Gas.
Smells.
Gas?
Smell.
Oh, gas.
Color.
Can you see the gas? What's the product gas?
Oxygen.
Can you see oxygen?
Yes. Water.
You can see water vapor, but you can't see oxygen.
How do you know? Okay.
Well, you can't even see water vapor, quite frankly, but when it cools and condenses to the point where it is visible, it's because it's individual. There's water vapor in this room right now you can't see, okay? If you cooled the air in this room enough, you could see it. The molecules would, right? Forces of attraction between the molecules would make them clump together into bigger and bigger clumps until they became visible, right? I mean, take this air, move it today probably 3,000 meters up, and it cools enough that the water condenses to little droplets. You call them clouds, right? Same air that's in this room, 3,000 meters up, it's condensed. The temperature has dropped, the pressure has dropped. The water is vapor in the air has condensed to something you call clouds. Meanwhile, we're still losing mass. Are we still losing mass as fast as we were?
No.
Okay. So we can see the rate of the reaction is changing, and if I'm savvy enough, I will be able to send this video to all of you, and you will be able to use it. You can see the rate right now. I mean, is the mass changing? Has the mass changed? Let's see. Okay, it's 3 minutes now. In 1 minute, we'll see if the mass has changed, and if it hasn't changed much, even, we'll say we're done. Okay. Do you think the mass is still changing?
Yes.
Can you guys see bubbles forming still? So I would guess the mass is changing. What's the problem?
Our instrument is expensive.
It's changing at the third or fourth decimal place, right? If we used a more precise instrument, we would be able to get more significant figures and see that. I actually do have a more precise instrument up there. It's 3 places. Are you guys breathing?
No.
None of that breathing stuff. You're messing up our balance, okay?
If I breathe, shouldn't it go up?
Yeah, breathing on the balance. You will. When you go to college, you'll get a 4-place balance you get to use. That'll be in a special room, which is anchored to the foundation of the building, and you have little doors on the balance you close so the wind doesn't mess with it, because at 4 places past the decimal point, breathing messes with the balance. Okay. Okay, we're at 4 minutes. I'd say we're done, right? Okay, is this going to save like automatically when I push the button again?
Yeah.